After completion of this video, you'll be able to link CAD files into Revit on multiple floor levels, create walls over multiple floor levels in Revit using the wall tools, measure areas and other properties from modelled elements, and describe the benefits of three-dimensional parametric objects in improving design accuracy and coordination. Start by opening Revit. On the home screen, click the Open Models button to open the dialog box. In the Open Revit Project dialog box, navigate to the folder containing the Revit project from the provided dataset. Within the project browser and in the floor plan views, double-click on the view you want to access. For this example, double-click on the base floor level floor plan view. On the ribbon, in the Architecture tab, on the Build panel, click Wall to activate the Wall tool. In the Properties palette, in the Type selector, ensure the external type is Current, and in the Draw panel, click Pick Lines option. Hover your mouse over the line to be converted. Make sure the dashed line, indicating which side of the line, will be used to place the wall, and when on the correct side, click your mouse to create the wall. Return to the 3D view to see the results. Return to the base level floor plan view. On the ribbon, in the Architecture tab, on the Build panel, click Wall to activate the Wall tool to create internal walls. On the Properties panel, select the interior wall type. Set the top and base constraints. On the ribbon, in the Draw panel, click the Pick Lines option and select the AutoCAD lines depicting internal walls to convert them to 3D modelled walls. Notice again how when you hover over the line, Revit highlights which side of the wall will be drawn. Wait until it is the correct side before clicking. You may need to zoom in to get the result you want, and when done, press Escape on your keyboard twice to end the command. Again, selecting the walls in Plan View reveals the dynamic grips at the wall ends, and dragging these you can control where the wall starts and ends. And again, you may need to zoom in for the best results. On the ribbon, on the Architecture tab and the Build panel, click the Wall button to create the fire partition walls around the staircase. On the Properties panel, select the fire partition wall type. Set the top and base constraints and select the AutoCAD lines depicting the fire partition walls to convert them to 3D modelled walls. Press the Escape button on your keyboard twice to end the command. Again, selecting the walls in Plan View reveals the dynamic grips at the wall ends, and dragging these you can control where the wall starts and ends. On the ribbon, on the Architecture tab, click the Door tool. In the base level floor plan view, move your cursor to a location where a door is required. Click the left mouse button to place the door into the internal walls. To change the type of the door, in the Properties palette, click Type selector to view and select a different type as required, and hit Escape twice when done to end the door command. Return to the 3D view by clicking on the 3D View tab. Click on a door to select it in the Properties palette. Click Edit Type to see how it is a repository for useful data. You can edit this to include manufacturer, product code, cost and more. And notice how when the model is cut at the height at which a floor plan is drawn, hiding a door shows why the AutoCAD lines are broken. However, in Revit, because it is 3D, the wall exists for the entire length and has properties of length, width and height, which can be used to calculate area and volume. In the 3D view, select a wall that hosts at least one door. In the Properties palette, scroll down to find the dimensions of the wall properties and note the area of the wall. Still in the 3D view, click to select the door or doors, and on the ribbon in the Modify panel, click the Delete button to delete the door or doors from the project. Select the same wall by clicking on it again, and again inspect the properties. In the Properties palette, the area is now greater than it was. The door area was subtracted from the wall area automatically. Adding and removing doors to a wall changes the area of that wall automatically, which can be further utilised to make cost predictions or procure materials. In the project browser, in the Schedules, return to the door schedule to see how adding the internal doors updated the schedule with up-to-date information. To complete the upper floor level in the project browser, double-click on the upper floor plan view. On the ribbon, on the Insert tab, on the Link panel, click Link CAD. In the Link CAD Formats dialog box, navigate to your desired folder and choose the upper level drawing file supplied in the dataset. Before linking, check the layers and positioning settings to ensure proper alignment with your Revit project. Click Open to link in the file. This may not come in aligned to the base level and you will need to align them. To do that, click on the most recently inserted drawing, the upper floor level, to activate the Modify tab on the ribbon. From the ribbon on the Modify tab, on the Modify panel, click Align. Align works by aligning the second object selected to the first that you select. So click the base level, ground floor, grid number 2 first. Then click the corresponding grid number 2 on the upper floor level to move the upper floor drawing horizontally to the correct position. To fix the vertical position, do the same with grid C, clicking to select the lower ground floor grid, and secondly, click the upper floor corresponding grid C to fully align the plans. Press the Escape key twice to end the Align command. Seeing both levels in the same plan view can be confusing, and so once aligned, you don't need to see the base level view now in this view. In the project properties, scroll down to find Underlay. Range Base Level and click to view the options. Click to select None to remove the ground floor from this view. This time, instead of clicking broken lines and having to rejoin them all, on the ribbon in the Architecture tab, on the Build panel, click Wall to activate the Wall tool. Again, select the exterior type in the Properties palette type selector. Set the height constraints to the next level or roof in this example. For location line, click Finish Face Exterior, and with your mouse, click on the exterior corner to start drawing a wall. Click on the exterior corner at the other end of the wall to create the wall along the full length, unbroken by windows and doors. Continue clicking around the exterior corners to complete the exterior wall. And follow the same procedure to create the internal walls. However, be careful of the direction that you follow, as it determines the side of the line that the wall is created on. You now know how to link two-dimensional drawings into Revit and convert lines to three-dimensional parametric walls which contain information.